We've learned that stress is a normal part of life, and that sometimes people experience too much stress, which can lead to problems. In this video, we will describe several techniques you can use to more effectively handle stress in your life. Oftentimes, people spend much of their time focused on the demands placed upon them. We worry about our homework, our jobs, taking care of our kids, taking care of household chores, and all of the other things that are demanded of us. We forget to slow down and take a moment to ourselves. Self-care is an important aspect of stress management that is often missed. We can think of this as a sort of emotional armor. It is important to make sure that we are taking care of our physical needs, such as balancing our eating, balancing our sleeping, and getting physical exercise. Stress management also involves making sure that we take time to focus on things that we enjoy doing, such as hobbies or engaging in relationships with other people. Making sure that you are taking care of yourself can help you to better cope with stress in your daily life. Another way in which we can regulate the amount of stress in our lives is by changing the way that we think. Often, when we're feeling a lot of stress, we are also having irrational thought patterns. We tell ourselves things that actually stress us out more. For example, have you ever said to yourself, "I will never finish all of this," or "This is too hard, I should just give up"? When you're feeling a lot of stress, it can be very helpful to notice the kinds of thoughts that you're having. Next time that you feel a lot of stress, stop and take a moment to notice what just went through your head. Write it down. Next, we can take that thought and look at it and try to find a more realistic appraisal of that thought. We would do this by asking ourselves questions such as, is the statement factual? Is it realistic? Is there a statement that's more factual or realistic? What would I say to a friend who was saying these things about themselves? When you're able to evaluate a thought in this way, you can then come up with a new statement, one that's more realistic. For example, for the thought, "I will never finish all of this," you might say, "Never is a very long time. Although this is hard and might take a long time, I will eventually finish it." For the thought, "This is too hard, I should just give up," you might say, "If I give up, I will never know if I was able to complete the task. I will probably feel better if I give it my best. I can ask questions if I can't figure it out." Or, "I have felt this way before and have been able to complete hard tasks." With practice, you may be able to learn to change your thoughts early on to reduce the stress that you experience in your life. You may have noticed that a lot of times when you feel stressed, your body feels quite tense. The last couple of skills in this video will teach you how to relax your body to reduce your feeling of stress. The thought is that you cannot experience high levels of stress along with having a relaxed body. As such, we will go over two sets of skills. First, diaphragmatic breathing, and then progressive muscle relaxation. Diaphragmatic breathing is a way to learn to breathe in a relaxing manner which can help to calm your body. Think about how you currently breathe when you're feeling anxious. People often breathe high up in their chest, almost as if they are panting. This can lead to increased anxiety instead of decreased anxiety. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to start to practice diaphragmatic breathing. So what I'd like you to do is to either lie on your back or sit in a chair comfortably. Gently place one hand on your stomach and the other on your chest. Next, breathe in slowly through your nose and then out through your mouth, noticing how your stomach and chest rise smoothly through each breath. Focus your inhalation to your stomach, imagining that you are breathing down into your stomach. Practice this skill for 5 to 10 minutes at least once per day. As you're practicing the breathing, you'll notice your hand that's on your stomach moving as you breathe towards your stomach. Using the same breathing technique, one might participate in mindful breathing, where you practice the following. As you're doing the diaphragmatic breathing, count each exhalation as they naturally come through. Count up to 5 breaths. When you become distracted, simply notice that and non-judgmentally bring your attention back to counting your breath, starting over at 1. Once you reach 5, you can also start back over at 1. Keep doing this for about 5 or 10 minutes, and remember that it takes practice in order to get good at these types of skills. Progressive muscle relaxation helps us to learn to relax our bodies. By practicing this skill, you will learn how to notice when your body is tense and also how to relax specific muscles that you notice are tense. It is important to notice when you are holding tension in your body so that you are able to let go of that tension for effective stress management. In this exercise, I will briefly guide you through some progressive muscle relaxation so that you can get the idea of how to do this. I'm going to ask you to sit in a comfortable chair or lie comfortably on your back and start by clenching your fists and bending at the wrists about 3/4 of your strength. And just notice what it feels like to hold that tension in your fists and wrists. And let go, completely allowing that tension to release from your hands and wrists, and just notice the difference between when you were holding those muscles tense and when you relax them. Next, I would like you to clench your biceps by folding your elbows and just notice what it feels like to hold that tension and then let go. Just noticing the difference between when your muscles were tense and when they're relaxed. Next, clench your shoulders by bringing your shoulders up to your ears and just notice what it feels like as you hold them there and let go. Noticing the difference between when they were tense and when they're relaxed, and just taking a moment to notice your hands, wrists, and arms and shoulders, just letting go of any tension that was in them. Next, I would like you to wrinkle your forehead by bringing your eyebrows upward and just notice what that feels like to hold that tension and let go. Just letting your forehead go smooth, releasing any tension, and just noticing the difference. Next, frown, noticing the tension in your face that goes all the way up to your forehead, and notice what it feels like to hold that tension and then let go, relaxing your face muscles and letting any tension just drain away. Close your eyes tightly, noticing what that feels like to have tension in your eyes, and let go. Just relaxing your eyes. Next, try your stomach. Tensing your stomach and noticing what that feels like as you tighten your stomach and let go of that tension, noticing the difference. Arch your back, noticing the tension in your lower back muscles, and let go. Noticing as the tension leaves your back, what that feels like, and the difference between being tense and relaxed. Next, tighten your buttocks and thighs, and notice what that feels like to hold that tension and let go. Noticing the difference between relaxing and tense muscles. And last, I'll have you straighten and tense your legs, curl your toes downward, and just notice what that feels like, and let go. And just notice your whole body and any areas that are tense, just let them go. Sometimes you might need to re-tense that area in order to notice how to let go of the tension. And just breathe and notice what it feels like to have your muscles relaxed. As I mentioned earlier, it's an important skill to learn how to notice when you have tension in your body and how to release that tension. We hope you've experienced some help from our stress management skills and are able to more effectively manage stress in your life. Thank you for watching.